Right, wrong, really. Here we go. I'll start with rights, and I was right about the Patriots. So the plan that I heard all the commentators, oh, they're going to shut down the run and make Baker Mayfield throw. No, no, no. Actually, it's quite the opposite. They're going to let him run, but then as soon as they get a lead, they're going to have to force Baker Mayfield to throw, and they kind of shut down the throw because with the secondary that the Patriots have in their personnel right now is extremely good, and they're good at covering the weak ass receivers that are on the Browns. I mean, Jarvis Landry's good, but he's also going up against J.C. Jackson. That's not going to work. And then you put DPJ out on the edge. He's not as good as any of the people in the Patriots secondary. So it didn't matter. Baker Mayfield was in there for a half. Case Keenum was in there for a half. It didn't matter. There was no throwing the ball on them that day. And they let Dearness Johnson cook because that doesn't matter. That's whatever. They're not going to shut down the run. They're just going to let them run. And then when they have to pass, that's when they shut them down. That was the plan, and it worked.
So I noticed Baker Mayfield's jersey's not on the wall.
Oh yeah, well I don't have it up. I don't have it up.
He's in timeout.
I need to take this Blues jersey down and fucking sabotage them.
Oh, dude, I bet on them in Vegas, so I really hope they win the cup.
Well, okay, so that was your fault they lost the Coyotes last night.
That'd be my bad. But no, honestly, I think that's the play right now. No offense to even Baker Mayfield at this point, but like with just Landry and Peoples-Jones and Higgins out there.
Yeah.
And even Njoku and Hooper, like there's no talent. It's just okay. Like, I mean, Landry. I honestly think Landry's just okay at this point. Unfortunately,
I think Landry would be good if he had one like an actual Odell, not the fake Odell that was out there, like an actual Odell type receiver out there. I think he would be fine. But since Odell's garbage and he needs somebody out there that's tall that can catch the ball, that's 6'2".
I also think the problem with Landry is he's like, if you watch him on the Dolphins, he killed it in the middle. He killed it in those short middle passes, middle of the field. But the Browns want to run so much, and they use so many two tight end sets that it blocks him out of the middle and forces him to the side. And that's where you see all those short outside slants and everything. And that's really not his game. So I think they need to devise something to get him in the middle of the field a little bit more.
I agree.
That's honestly what I was going to say. So, but somehow better.
Ditto.
Good job, Joe.
I'm going to piggyback off of that. My right was Ramondre Stevenson. If you guys were listening on Sunday to me, Jordan, and Billy, we're talking to some people, and I guaranteed 2 touchdowns for Ramondre Stevenson. So hopefully you guys listen to me because that came to fruition.
He did guarantee it, and it did come to fruition.
Man, his right was so right because it was so spot on that he literally was done within like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Nothing more to say to that. I mean, he nailed it.
I'm good. All right, so I didn't get to watch the game, so it's hard to say so-and-so played good. I watched, I don't even know, a game total of all the games. So I'm going to say my right here, and this is going to get into something, so don't crucify me here. But my right was Michael Carter. So when I drafted Michael Carter in early June in the Dynasty, I had no idea what I was getting. And even when I picked him up in week 4 in our league, it was just a speculative ad. But man, was I right about both those picks. And so my real right here isn't, I'm great because I picked up a guy and I didn't know. What we saw from him in North Carolina was a pass catching back who barely ran because Javonte Williams was the real running back there. So my real right here is to just always fill out your roster, even if it's just picking up a rookie or a backup. Because honestly, you never know when they might turn into this. Like this is why I do the watch. This is why I tell you, hey, go pick up Rashad Bateman because this man is a starter now. I mean, he's at least fringe flex play. But even against a great Buffalo Bills defense, he was able to get 80 yards and a touchdown. And I get the touchdown, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that's the extra 6 right there. But he's averaging 15 points in the last 6 weeks, and Michael Carter looks to be in for that treat the next 3 weeks with Miami, Houston, and then Philly, and then Miami and Jacksonville in most fantasy playoffs. I believe that's 15 and 16. So I don't know, man. Like, if you can get yourself a piece of Michael Carter right now, I think you do it because the man is looking great and he's playing. These are against, he put 14 up against the Bills.
So I want to openly admit that I lost the fireball bet to you on him, but since I work in 2 hours, I am not going to take a shot tonight. But I will.
What
We bet over under his projected, which was 11, which was looking great until he got a garbage time touchdown.
That is beautiful.
Garbage time touchdown.
I actually
over.
do not remember that. And never mind. I guess I don't.
He was at 8 the entire game. They're up 41 to. I think they were up. No, they were. It was up like 30-0 or something. And Michael Carter plunges into the end zone for a meaningless touchdown, but won you the fireball bet. They shut him down the entire day until they didn't want to anymore.
We'll do this Wednesday before Thanksgiving. If only Vegas was this right here, I'd be fucking making a killing, dude. These fireball bets. I'm doing great. I'm sorry, Bill.
Whatever. All right, Joe, go for it.
Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
It was Justin Herbert because I gave some bad advice on him, but I'm going to switch it to Mike Williams.
You bastard. I had something typed up for Herbert until I looked to see what you said about Herbert. God damn it.
All right. So, one, Justin Herbert has played like shit the last 3 games. That should turn around. I'm not too worried about that. But Mike Williams, I was wrong about saying I was wrong about Mike Williams. He is who we thought he was all along. So, come full circle at this point.
That's hilarious, man.
All right, so I want to.
Isn't it funny how bad they've been playing since they stopped using him as much? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, they did really good 2 weeks ago against Philly without him. I mean, he had that 1 catch for 30 yards.
Yeah, but overall, they have not looked great since they stopped using him.
So let me piggyback off of this because I have another wrong that I'm wrong about, and I had a lot of things to say about Herbert, but I was wrong about Herbert because after that 40-point game against the Eagles, I realized that like just because he can do it one day, I think it's just the problem is he's just going to be a streaky player for now. I think we're a year off from the real Herbert being unleashed. I think he's still like we saw the pictures of him in his rookie year. He looked like a fucking child. Like he literally looked like a 20-year-old, 18. Well, he was a 20-year-old, but he looked like a 16-year-old in high school. I think he's going to be great. And I think he's going to be a top 2 fantasy quarterback at some point, like whether it's 1 year or not. Like Billy's crisp jersey over there says, like, he's worth the watch, you know what I mean? But honestly,
I just want to know what happened to him.
I don't
because
know.
Last year he brought it every single week. It was impressive. It came out of nowhere, and now he started off hot this year, and then it's just been slump, hot 1 game, slump, hot 1. It's weird to me.
Actually, honestly, I don't know what the formula is here, but if you look at it, he hasn't played good against a good defense.
No.
That's what it is. I thought it. Well, I mean, well, okay. So let me be clear here. The Eagles' pass defense is actually like ranked 7th overall, but overall we're a bad defense. So therefore, I think that's the problem there. But if you look at it, like bad defense, bad defense, bad defense, good defense, good defense, bad defense. Like he got Cleveland for like 400 yards pass defense. Like honestly, those were his good games are against bad defenses right now, and it's. Yeah. I think he's going to figure it out. I just don't know if it's this year or not. I mean, honestly, I hope it is for the sake of football. But you know.
Yeah. All right. Who are you wrong about, Josh?
So mine's TJ Hawkinson. A weird week for tight ends in general. Gesicki had 7 targets for 0 catches, and Hawkinson had his only target not caught. So from now with this fucking oblique injury, I'm starting to wonder because it was a horrendous game all around. Looks like they went down really early, which I was like, okay, cool, Hawkinson game. But then they ran the ball with all 3 running backs. And it looks like the Lions kind of pulled a page out of the Eagles playbook. Let's just run the ball a bunch and see what happens. And it worked. Like they tied the game. I mean, it's not great, but it is what it is. So I'm wrong because I said Hawkinson was going to be a tight end number 4 over this year. And that 0 fucking hurts, man.
Yeah, I feel you. I was wrong about Jimmy G. I said to bench him. Going in the Rams, I thought with Von Miller, I thought the Rams were going to all out unleash shit against them, and I could not have been further from being wrong. I mean, Kyle Shanahan apparently can pull out a good offense when he chooses to, and he game planned perfectly for the Rams defense. And I don't know. I just have to say, damn, I can't believe Jimmy G pulled that off. He's continued to look like a QB1 potentially by the end of the season just by his little screens and dump offs. Like it's all good.
I mean, Debo helps that a lot, but 2 of his last 3 games he's gone for over 30 points. I mean, that's massive, and that's what you're looking for a quarterback, obviously.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking, but Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to interrupt or anything, but I want to go ahead and get into my really while I got this on. So my really, if you can't tell, is Cam Newton.
Audio medium, but okay.
Could you not tell? Okay, sorry. My really is Cam Newton. So my really here is the fact that nobody fucking signed the man. I love how none of these teams that have been dealing with injuries even thought to pick up Cam. I said it before when he got cut from the Patriots that he was better than some of the starters. Now, with all the injuries piling up, he's better than a good portion of the starting quarterbacks. Yes, it's situational, but even as a fill-in in the last game, he had more touchdowns than a lot of stars. So personally, I think he makes his team better and all the stars on the team. That's why I didn't touch on this yet because I wanted to get to it in a second. I'm personally excited to see what Cam brings here. And I think he's going to be a great fill-in quarterback for a lot of teams in the coming weeks. And I personally think that a lot of people are realizing this when they looked at the schedule with matchups, Washington, Miami, and then Atlanta after bye. So I'd be interested in any of those spot starts, especially if you have like a quarterback on a bye. And I see even Billy, sorry, it's reversed, bought into the Cam and is on the Superman train.
I have a shitty team.
I'm back.
You said multiple teams, though, which was even better for this.
Yeah, I have 1 5-5 and 1 0-10. That's this week, though. This week is the week I get my win, by the way, in that 0-10 league. Everything has swirled in my favor, and this might be finally the week I break the 0-10 streak.
Number one, you should have won last week. If Mahomes
I should have won last
50 against you, you would have been fine.
All right.
That was unfortunate.
Speaking of Mahomes,
that's been my
really is Darrell Williams, man. The Chiefs have been looking for their number 2 receiver this whole year, and they had him all along. Darrell Williams, dude, that catch, it should have been a pick. Everyone's seen that play by now, but he went up and got it.
See it.
Well, sorry, you were having fun in Vegas. Okay, but my man cannot run the ball worth a shit right now. But he had 9 receptions for 101 yards and a touchdown, saving Mahomes' ass, which should have been an easy pick. But this dude has averaged 10 yards a catch in 3 of his last 5 games, with his other one being 9 on that one. He's their number 2 receiver. Just keep throwing him the damn ball. He can obviously catch it. He's useful for your team. That's my really. That surprised the hell out of me, man.
Also, it seems like CEH, well, they've already ruled him out of this next game and said he might come back the next game, or I don't know if there's reports and I'm mixing them, but even when CEH gets back, why don't you use Darrell as the pass catching back? Because CEH isn't that guy. I feel like they drafted him to be that guy, and he's not at all.
Right. He looks good.
He looked fine.
Looks good. I like him.
Okay, I'll get on to my really. It's Mickey Blanco. So he went up against a tough defense, and it's not Blanco that my really is about. It's the Jets. Why are you giving up on the man? Give him a chance. He had one good game. He had one good drive before he got hurt. And then coming off of an injury, mind you, he plays against the Bills, the hardest defense in the league against quarterbacks. And he has a bad game. Guess what? Everybody's been having a bad game against them. Trevor Lawrence, number 1 pick, just played last week. Man, put up 9 points. Okay, he's scared to throw the ball down the field. That's why he didn't throw any picks. Man's hiding behind Urban Meyer over there, and he can't even get, enough moxie to throw the ball down.
Thanks for making my job harder, Billy.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence over there hiding behind his coach and can't do anything. Blanco's out there trying his best to win the game. I don't fault him for that. So screw you, Jets. Gave up on too soon. That's it. That's right. That's right. Early for you.
No, I agree, man. Honestly, I kind of forgot. I was in Vegas once again. I don't know if you guys have heard that, so my brain's a little foggy, and that's why I want to keep repeating it. But no, I mean, he did just come off an injury and then play the Bill. Like, he played the Bills. Like, honestly, that's the thing. Is like, hey, let's see what he does against a normal team.
I gave up on him too soon. I think it's ridiculous. I think if Flacco's playing bad, they put Blanco back in.
Immediately. But the problem is they shouldn't have to do that. If anything, what they should do is put Blanco in there and be like, honestly, I wish teams would do this more often and be like, hey, you're on last notice. You fuck up. We're polling you. We're putting Flacco in. Flacco's ready. He's learned the playbook. That's what they need to do. It needs to be a fucking discussion, not a get out. You did bad against one of the best defenses in football.
I agree. I think that was a ridiculous game to throw him under the bus for, but whatever. We are where we are.